Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Karen Marie and today I'm going to walk you through the things that I made in March. So I put up a video yesterday with the 4 things that I made for So Frugal. So I'm not going to be talking much about those things today, but I'm putting in a card somewhere up here so that you can click on that and go to the video where I talk about those 4 makes. But if I've counted correctly, I've made 9 things in March, which is pretty good considering that March is a very busy month for me. It's spring term at the university, so it's very busy, and I often don't have that much energy to go down to my sewing space at night these days. But this is actually the last day of my Easter holidays this year. It's Monday and it is a public holiday, so I'm at home. And I thought it was a good opportunity to show you the other things that I made in March, apart from the So Frugal makes. Tomorrow I'm actually going on a small work trip, so I'll be gone a couple of days. And I am, of course, bringing some me-mades with me. But that's for another video. Anyway, we're here to talk about my March makes. And I'm going to try to put in chapters and everything, so you feel free to skip back and forth, obviously. Just to sort of recap what I did for So Frugal, I don't have those garments with me. I'll refer you back to the So Frugal reveal video, but I did make the Forget-Me-Not Patterns Vera top. I made the Friday Pattern Company Friday Bateau. I made the Tiana's Closet Miranda Gathered Tee, and I made the Tiana's Closet Isla Puffed Sleeve Top. So those were all made in March. But I wanted now to spend the time with the other things that I made. And I've actually made some headway with my Make 9 list. It's sort of a mixed bag, I'll be honest, with my makes for that so far. But I am going to start with the one thing that's an absolute and definite fail, just to sort of get that out of the way so we can talk about the good things. So this is a Vicky Sews Jenna shirt. And I made it out of this navy blue viscose satin that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. I've also put a little label in that says it is what it is, and it definitely, you know, that's true for this one. Now, it is, I don't think I'm even going to show you a picture of me in it, to be perfectly honest, because it's just not good. But I can show you here what it looks like. It's quite long. But the main thing about this is, I haven't even cut my threads properly because I just sort of gave up. But the main issue with this is the fabric. It is impossible to press well. I've tried everything. I've tried steamed. I've used the iron, like with a press cloth. I've used clappers. It doesn't take the iron at all. I don't like polyester and things like that. Those truly artificial plasticky fabrics, I don't like them at all. But I think I was I was very tempted to get this because I love the color. It's such a beautiful color. And I sort of wanted to make this blouse with a little bit of something with a little sheen on it, because I thought it would look so professional if I could get it right. Maybe it would have, I don't know. And it said viscose satin, so I think I sort of was led by the fact that it said viscose, but this is polyester. I don't think, I haven't done a burn test or anything, but it's just, it feels very like polyestery, I have to say. So I couldn't press it, and you can see that the sort of, it doesn't behave at all with the collar. The other thing that I found was that this was my first Vicky Sews pattern. I didn't understand the instructions for the collar. That's probably all me. But they had, if I can manage it, I'll find the instructions and just put in a little snippet of it here so you can have a look. I didn't understand what they meant with the facing at all, because there's a facing inside here, obviously. And it attaches underneath the collar, and I couldn't make it out. I didn't understand what it was. I unpicked and unpicked and unpicked, but I couldn't make it sit right. So that's probably all me, that I just didn't understand what they meant, and it's just pictures. There are no like line drawings, and I definitely prefer drawings to pictures. This was on my Make 9 list, and if I try this again, I will first of all make it in a very different sort of fabric. So maybe something like a cotton linen blend, or viscose linen maybe would be good. Something with some drape, but also that presses well. And I think that if I make it again, I will do like the facing in the same style like the Donny shirt. Obviously, the Donny shirt by Friday Pattern Company is a pull-on shirt that goes over your head. Doesn't have buttons all the way down, but I think that the way that they have done it with the facing and the yoke is a much better way of doing it than it was explained in the pattern. So this, unfortunately, is a big fail. I can't wear it like it is. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I can top stitch, obviously, but I mean, the fabric is so slippery that it's difficult to get a really good like top stitch to stay onto. So yeah, this was not good. Just putting it out there, you know, being honest. Over to something more cheery. I also made another thing from my Make 9 list was the Ando Fum Skirt. And this is it. It's not easy to see here because it's such a long skirt. But I made it in this really, really lovely wool suiting from, again, from Rainbow Fabrics. And I used the sort of inner lining of the waistband in a black viscose because I wanted something soft on my waist. What I didn't realize before I started making this and looking at the instructions was that it's actually elasticated in the back. I had no idea. I hadn't seen it from the pictures when I bought this pattern a long, long time ago. I made the version with the zip in the front. There are two versions. There's one with a zip, and there's one that has buttons all the way down. It has huge, like slightly slanted pockets that's sewn into the panels, and I really do like this make. What I might do is take it in just ever so slightly in the side seams because it is just a teeny bit too large. I'm also going to put on some belt loops. I that's the word I'm looking for, on it so that I can wear it with a belt. And I think that would be much, much nicer. So yeah, a win. And also from my Make 9 list. So yeah. Okay. Next, next up is also from my Make 9 list. I've been good. See, I've been good. And this is the Atelier Jupe Emma blouse. I've made one of these before and I absolutely love that blouse. But the other version that I made is a black viscose with like huge red roses on it. And I love it, but it is not subtle. Let's put it like that. So I wanted something that was kind of maybe a bit crisper, maybe, or not, that's not the word, maybe just a bit lighter and fresher and everything. So I wanted to make a white one. Here too, I think I made a bit of a mistake with the fabric. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this and I will wear it, but I did struggle because this is a very, very lightweight and slightly sheer white viscose from Selfmade. And the Emma blouse has a lot of pin tucks straight across the bust. That makes it such a lovely shape. But that's where the problem started, because even though I used a lot of spray starch when I was going to do the pin tucks, just to give the fabric a bit more hold so that I could do the pin tucks. I mean, they're wonky. Let's just say it as it is. They're completely wonky. That being said, I don't think anyone would particularly notice it. So I am going to wear this. I'm going to love wearing it. But the other thing is that, as you can see, it's been folded now for half an hour and it's already completely wrinkled. So it's going to be a struggle every time I'm wearing this. I do, however, really, really love it. Even though the pin tucks are wonky and it creases like mad, I really, really like it. And it looks so like dainty and, and nice. I am going to have to watch what I wear with it though, because I can't wear it with the skirt I just showed you, because then I will properly be looking like, you know, an Edwardian school teacher, which, I mean, nothing wrong with that, I suppose, but that's not really the look I'm going for. So I will wear it with maybe a pair of black jeans and things like that. So yeah. The last thing that I'm going to show you is also a Make 9. I feel so proud of myself really going into this Make 9 thing. And the final make that I'm going to show you is the Utu Pinafore by Named Clothing. It is from the book Breaking the Pattern. And I've made this once before. I made it for my sister. And that time I really could not figure out how to put the lining in correctly with the sort of arm side. So on hers, I had to sort of top stitch everything in because I couldn't figure out how they wanted me to do it. I figured out how to do that with this one. So actually now I did manage to line this part properly. However, I must have done something really, really strange with the lining, because even though I tried to be very precise with cutting out the lining, I tried to be precise with the seam allowances and everything, the lining turned out to be kind of not as wide as the actual dress. So either I've stretched the outer layer or something else has been going on, because it wouldn't sort of fit. So I had to hack it a little bit. It has worked. But I had to sort of let the lining hang loose at the hem inside. That was the only way I could make it fit. So yeah, I feel like I've been doing a lot of weird things lately, but yeah. But here it is. It is made in this grey, oops, forgot to cut this. This grey kind of, it's sort of like a viscose suiting almost. It has these tiny little like corduroy almost ridges in it. And this is a viscose, like a good quality viscose that and both of these I got at my local sewing centre, and I got some really, oops, forgot to cut the threads there too. Nice, like you can't really see them, but they look green here. They are green, but they have like flecks in them that I really, really like. I was a bit apprehensive, I have to say, in making these because since I'm a pear-shaped person, pinafores can be difficult. I mean, to make it fit the upper part of the body and the lower part. This actually fits quite well, straight out of the packet. I'm so pleased. So the final thing that I made was, and I don't have that with me, unfortunately, I made my husband a vest that he can wear when he's warming up for tennis. It's not much to look at anyway, but it is the Jackson pullover by Helen's Closet. And I just omitted the sleeves. So actually I put the sleeves in and then cut most of it off and then just turn it in like a facing. So my husband wanted to have one of these vests because he uses them when he warms up, when he needs the arm movement. So it's not as comfortable to play in like a hoodie or anything because it restricts the arm. But something that would keep his torso like warm while he warms up. So yeah, I sort of threw that together in a striped ponte that he actually brought home from Algeria with him. So yeah, those were my makes, my 9 makes for March. And overall, I'm very pleased with the things that I managed to make up. I have a couple of small adjustments to make here and there, but the only thing that I really failed at was the Jenna shirt. So I'm now sort of in the process of considering whether I should just let that go or if I should try to make some modifications and see if I like the fit better. Or even if I'm going to make another one just to sort of persevere and see if I can make this shirt work, because it looks so lovely on the pattern pictures. So I would really like to try it again, but we'll see. So that was it for me this week. I'm probably going to be back next week, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, whether or not I should do sort of spring plans or whether I should do a proper pattern review or something. You know, if there's anything in particular you would like to see, please leave me a comment, and it would be lovely if you could give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, see you later. Bye.